Welcome to Phase 3 of the SAMVAD Masterclass. In video 22, we apply our framework to a scenario familiar to any leader. You are trying to command the agenda, but half the room is staring blankly at the smartphones resting on the table, while one or two dominant voices hijack the conversation. The best ideas remain unspoken because the room's energy has flatlined. The standard response is to try and overpower the silence. We raise our voices, lean in, and attempt to force the group's attention back to the center of the table through sheer volume. But human volume cannot compete with a relentless attention economy. We are facing algorithms designed to be more engaging than any speech you could deliver. To take control of a meeting, you have to move past vocal dominance. Success depends on engineering the physical and social environment of the room itself. We will achieve this through two specific frameworks, the brain drain quarantine and the equal airtime equation. Modern leadership requires architecting an environment that removes distractions and establishes the baseline for psychological safety. The first priority is reclaiming the room's cognitive bandwidth. This begins by addressing the physical objects on the table. We often assume a smartphone is harmless if it is on silent or face down. However, researcher Adrian Ward documented a phenomenon called brain drain that suggests otherwise. This data shows that the mere physical presence of a smartphone on a desk substantially reduces available working memory. Even if turned off, the brain uses energy to suppress the automatic impulse to check it, leaving you with fewer cognitive resources. There is a social cost as well. A study by the University of Essex found that simply having a phone on the table makes people feel less connected and less willing to discuss meaningful topics. To solve this, you must establish a brain drain quarantine. This is a strict rule that requires all devices to be left at the door. By physically removing the devices, you restore the room's collective working memory and allow for a focused connection. Once the digital distractions are gone, the focus shifts to human ones. You have to manage the participants who tend to dominate every conversation. Google's Project Aristotle study analyzed 180 teams to find the differentiator between high and low-performing groups. They found that a team's success was not dictated by the individual intelligence or personalities of the members. High-performing teams shared two traits. They had high social sensitivity, meaning they could read nonverbal cues, and they exhibited equality in the distribution of conversational turn-taking. On the best teams, everyone spoke in roughly the same proportion. A conversational narcissist destroys team synchrony, but enforcing equal airtime creates psychological safety. This is known as the equal airtime equation. You actively manage the conversation by cutting off dominant talkers and explicitly giving the floor to quieter members to share their insights. Explicitly managing the floor ensures the best ideas are heard because team members know they will not be talked over or dismissed. By executing these frameworks, you move into the role of a facilitator. Your responsibility is to guard the focus and the participation of the group. Combining the brain drain quarantine with the equal airtime equation clears the cognitive and social interference that often holds a team back, allowing the group to stay synchronized. Now that you can align a distracted team, how do you handle an interaction when the other person's goals completely oppose your own? In video 23, we move to high-stakes negotiation. We will apply the assert and drive pillars to hold your ground on pricing and terms while keeping the professional relationship intact. Click the End card to continue the masterclass and master high-stakes negotiation.